Hi everyone, it is day 4 of the Jaded Blossom March 2021 release. Hey everybody, this is the new freebie stamp set called Hello Chickie. I pre-colored the images for you. There we go. And I'm also using the glasses dies, our label shape dies, the fancy topper die, the banner dies, card mat dies, fancy heart dies, stitched oval dies. And that's about it. So I've got my Martha Stewart scoreboard out and I'm scoring a piece of cardstock, 4.25 by 11 inches, and folding it at 5.5. And I'm doing the exact same thing, but I'm doing a horizontal A2 size card. So that is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. And that is Raspberry Fizz cardstock from Paper Tray Ink. So I am using the paper line called Peeps from We Are Memory Keepers in 12 inches. Or is it just called Peep? Sorry guys, it's called Peep. And I cut out that gingham pattern or the plaid pattern, using the card mat die. And then I cut out that blue stripe using the fancy topper dies from Jaded Blossom. And I'm sticking everything down with my ATG gun. So nice and flat, easy and simple. There we go. And I'm going to add basically just a strip of cardstock. That's also from the same paper line. So just about 1.25 inches wide. And I'm just going to try and get that even on my card base there in the center. I'm just sort of creating a background to put my colored images on. My images were colored with Copic markers. And that's about it. So easy peasy coloring, nothing special. That's why I didn't show it. All my Copic markers will be listed on my blog after. Everything's always listed on my blog, everything that I use, right down to the paper. Okay, so that is on Nina Solar White 80-pound cardstock. I also did the same thing with my Copic images, and I cut them out using my brother's Scan and Cut with a 0.4. That's for the mug shapes. But the other one I just cut out with a stitched oval die from Jaded Blossom. So I'm going to pop up that oval die now with 3M foam tape. And I'm just going to add that to the center. I'm just sort of making like just a little pleasing arrangement for this card. So 2 quick and simple cards, lots of dies. You know, I really do like using dies. And I'm going to pull out my Stampin' Up! Dimensionals too to, use to pop things up also. They are the same height as the 3M foam tape is, so, it doesn't make any difference. There we go. So what are you thinking of this release? Isn't it been fabulous? Oh, I love all the little images. Just super cute. And the die's amazing along with the stencils. There we go. So I'm just going to apply that to center. I'm using my EK Success tweezers just so my fingers are out of the way. And I'm trying to line that up on my card base. And now I'm going to pop up my little mug with Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. These little mugs are super cute. I love that there's some coffee sentiments on the previous, in the beginning of the week. And I love that they've got Easter ones. It's just cute. There's a birthday sentiment, on a previous set. It's too cute. This Hello Chickie though one is very cute. It's a freebie with purchase for a certain number of for the sort of first come first serve, I believe. And yeah, that's about it. It'll be a cute one to add to your set. So I'm just trying to pop that little mug up. Like I said, I cut that out with my brother's Scan and Cut with a 0.4 border. And now I'm going to add some hearts. These are from the small one is from the Fancy Heart dies. And the other 2 are from the banner dies. I use them all the time. It's kind of a go-to design thing that I do on cards. I don't know what it is. I just love the 3 hearts. I just kind of like that. I like it when they straddle the image somewhat. Kind of draws the eye in. And I love this pink. It's so pretty. And of course I put the higher level on the wrong one because, that's the way I roll. I usually leave mistakes in because, I might as well. There we go. So I'm just quickly doing a quick card layout, and then I'll be embellishing this up. So like I was saying, I love this new release. Super cute and easy to use, you know, and fun. I quite like Easter cards. I send out cards pretty much for all the holidays, to be honest. But I love making Easter cards. They're fun. I love the paper. It's just, it's, you know, happy. They're kind of like happy cards, I guess you'd say. So now I'm bringing out my glossy accents that I have in a little bottle. And I'm just trying to get it flowing without any bubbles. And what I'd like to do here is I'm adding some shiny, like I'm applying the glossy dots to the polka dots on the mug. And that way it just gives it a little bit of dimension. Like I said, like, you know, with a stamped image or clip art or anything, I kind of like to add a little bit of dimension to the image. It just makes it, give it a little more presence on my card base. There we are. So easy peasy stuff, like I said before. And I'm going to add a little bit to the beak because, you know, why not, right? It's too cute. There we go. Yeah, I really love how cute that is. So now I'm going to add some Jelly Roll highlights in white. That's a number 10. I'm just adding the odd highlight. Of course, it would have been smart to do that before I put the glossy accents on. But, you know, like I said, it's not me if I'm not making a mistake somewhere. So there we go. So too cute. Now this is my second card. This is an A2 sized vertical card. And this paper is also from We Are Memory Keepers, that Peep line. Now I ran out of ATG tape, so I had to switch ATG guns. And of course this one's just getting started. There we are. So this background again is cut with the card matte dies from Jaded Blossom. I think it's my most used die. It really is. I just like the size is perfect for an A2 size card. I like the stitching, just nice and easy. So there we are. So I'm adding this little Easter egg print. And I like how bright this is. Now you'll see I left that in. It's stuck. So I had to, you know, remove it, put it back on. I did that off screen because, you know, but I wanted you to know I did make a mistake there. It wasn't lined up. So now I'm adding this plaid is cut with that fancy topper die again. And that's the fancy topper layer die. And that is one of the sentiments. And it says, just chicken in to wish you an excellent day, which is kind of a fun, you know, little sentiment. So that is on Nina Solar White 80-pound cardstock. And so is my colored image. So that piece there is also from the pattern, or from the Peep line, sorry. That's stitched label die from Jaded Blossom. And I'm just going to line that up in the middle. I kind of want the bottom of my cup to be on the white, so that's what I'm going for there. Just making sure there's room. And of course I knock it because, you know, I'm all thumbs, let me tell you. Okay, so there's my little chickie mug. How cute is that? And I'm going to pop that guy up with my 3M foam tape. And like I said, those are all pre-colored with Copic markers and cut out with my Brother Scan and Cut with a 0.4 inch border. And, or a 0.4 border. It's probably not 4 inches. It's probably more like 4 millimeters, like Canadian measurements. But it's a 0.4 border nevertheless. And I'm just adding a bunch of this 3M foam tape because, you know, I do like some dimension in my cards. I just find it gives it a little bit more oomph, especially if you're doing a simple card. You know, adding a little bit of dimension just makes it, you know, not fussy, but at the same time gives you some texture and some dimension on your card, and it always looks good. So I'm just trying to line this guy up in the center. Isn't it cute? I just love it. This is a little bit of a brighter card for me this time, just because, you know, this paper line's a lot brighter. So now I'm using the same hearts. Those are from the banner dies again, and that fancy heart die, the one that, you know, cuts out all the mini hearts in the center. And those are all out of that Raspberry Fizz Paper Tray Ink cardstock again, same as the card base. And I'm using my Simon Says Stamp Craft Tacky Glue just on the corner there. I'm just going to pop that up. So I'm just having my heart sort of straddle my image, even go on my image at one point here. There we are. And then I'm going to pop up that last one. Because why not, right? Those are the miniature Stampin' Up! Dimensionals there. So like I said, easy stuff. So I think you should definitely get this release from Jaded Blossom. You'll be able to use it a lot, especially that die. That die is just wonderful. I love the Sunburst die. It's lots of fun. So now I'm adding some glossy accents to the dots again, just like I did on my other card. And I find if your glossy accents are in one of these needle-topped quilling bottles, this is a cheapy little bottle that I got from Amazon. I got a whole pack of them. And I just sort of transfer my glossy accents into them. And you've got a lot more control, I find, which is, you know, handy. So I just added some to the beak there too. Now I'm adding little cat eye glasses. Those are the smallest glasses from the glasses dies. And of course it fits the little chickie mug perfectly. And then you'll see where I have my mistake. It's like, darn it, that heart should be in front of the glasses, not behind the glasses. So I'm going to stick that back on. There we go. Lots of fun, right? I decide to add another layer to that heart there that's on the glasses. You'll see that I use a bamboo skewer to poke out my images. I find it's just a lot softer on the card stock, causes less ripping. And there was a little boo-boo there, so I'm just going to touch up my glossy accents again. Why not, right? There we go. And I'm also going to add some glossy accents to the glasses because, you know, you want shiny black glasses, right? I think so. I think so, definitely. There we go. So pretty cute. I think this set turned out adorable. I kind of made cards all week this time. That's kind of a bummer, eh? Normally I mix it up a little bit and have tags and stuff in there, but this time I kind of stuck to cards. Okay, so I'm using my Nuvo Crystal Drops again. This is the Simply White. And I didn't really warm this bottle up that much, which I should have. So you'll see I kind of mess around with the drops a bit and, you know, make sure that they're the way I'd like them. I got a little hat pin there that I use, and I'm having trouble. I left this in because you should see things don't always go perfectly. You know, I think that's a big mistake that a lot of us card makers make. We watch a card video and we think, geez, look at how perfect and fast, how fast they color and how perfect their design turned out. And you know what? There's a lot of mistakes along the way. A lot of times they're just cut out, you know, and the coloring is sped up. Things are sped up a bit. There we are. So now I'm going to add a few white dots to this card base and then I'll be done. So, you know, hopefully you enjoyed this little card video today. Make sure to stop on by the Jaded Blossom blog to be, you know, impressed and inspired from the other design team members. They're amazing. They usually come up with some great stuff. And this time is just like normal. Lots of cute inspiration. There we are. And then I'm farting around with the dots because, you know, why not, right? I got a little time. I got a little time to fix things. There we go. And of course I forgot that I didn't put the white highlights on this one. Anyways, that's about all. So make sure to come back tomorrow because we're going to be having a hop for the release. And head on over to the Jaded Blossom store to get yourself this amazing March 2021 release. You won't regret it. Thanks, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.